so woke.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed a get ready with me. So for this kind of simple, everyday, casual look that I wear most of the time, please keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. Oh god, I look like an egg. My brushes are kind of a little bit dirty. I haven't cleaned them in a little while, so I probably should have cleaned them before I decided to do this, but I just decided to do get ready with me today. So please excuse my brushes, they're not the cleanest that they should be right now. So guys, welcome to my get ready with me. I'm gonna start off, I have actually put on primer, I forgot to film it. I just use the, it's Nivea Sensitive like shaving balm because that's what Kylie Jenner uses, and if it's good enough for Kylie then you know. So I've put that on just all over my face. Obviously you can see my face is, I have pretty problematic skin. It looks worse as well because I've put tan over it, so it looks really red and like brown, but we're gonna cover that now, so it's fine. The first thing I usually do after applying my primer is just pop on some lip balm. Here we go. I just use the Nivea Sooth and Protect because it's got SPF in it. So I'm going to use, because I'm wearing a little bit of tan, it looks actually pretty light now, but I've just put it on and it's going to continue to develop over the next few hours. So I am going to use a slightly darker foundation than what I would usually use. And this is the Bourjois Paris 123 Perfect CC cream in beige or light beige, which is probably still pretty light for most people, but for me I usually wear this when I have a tan. Straight onto my Real Techniques, it's just a buffing brush. Oh, blooming hell. I just pop it. I actually need more of this because I'm running out clearly, but you don't actually need too much. This has lasted me ages and I wear this every time I have tan, which seems to be a lot lately. And then I usually start from the middle of my face and work outwards. And just buff it in. Oh, it's so weird doing it with these lights as well. This is like really good light and I should use this every time I do makeup. As you can see, I've got really uneven skin tone as well. Like I am pale, but I'm like pink and like some parts are a little bit darker and browner than others, but I'm very red faced. I don't actually have rosacea or anything like that. But when I touch my face or anything like that, it just goes really red. And because I've put tan on my face, it always makes any imperfections I have look a lot worse than they are. And my hairline is the worst thing ever as well because I'm so pale and you can tell. So I try and buff it into my hairline too. And then I pop some of my eyelids as well and buff it into my neck just so, and onto like the sides of my ears. As you can see, it's not actually, it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. I would say it's pretty light, but because I go in with concealer, I'll be able to build up the coverage. I just really like the colour and how it feels, just a really nice light foundation. I've actually got two types of concealers. I use one for my under eyes and one for any blemishes or anything like that. So the one I use for my under eyes is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour, and this is in the C 0.5, which I think is the palest one you can get. And then I usually go in like a little triangle, just like all the MUAs do. BTW, I'm not a makeup artist, but I just love to watch Get Ready With Me videos, so I just thought I'd do one for you guys. And then I'm going to go in with the, I've got the one I use for my blemishes is the it's from Collection, the Lasting Perfection 16-Hour Wear Ultimate Wear Concealer. And it's in the newest, I think this is the newest shade, which is Extra Fair, which is a 0. I always just go for the paler shade in any concealer because then it works for when I've got tan on or when I'm my pale self. And I'm just going to go over any, obviously most of my imperfections and my spots are on my chin, so I just hoy a load of it on there. And then I always do some down the bridge of my nose just because I find my makeup comes off my nose first. I get quite an oily T-zone. And then just highlight up here a little bit. And then around the sides of the nose because they get quite red. And then that's all my concealing done. Okay, So the beauty blender I'm using, I have used already. I know it looks gross, but it is what it is. So just gonna go in with that. And I just dab. And I also like go over my actual foundation as well. I just find it blends it into the concealer a lot better. I don't rub because I find it takes all the concealer off. Oh, that concealer is so good, honestly. Look at that. Get into as you can see, the Revolution concealer is a lot more like brightening, so I think it's really good for under the eyes. Let's get right in there. Right, so then I'm just going to go in with my bigger Real Techniques beauty blender and just go over everything. Right, so just buffing that in. Right, so that's my base more or less done. Just need to add some powders and contours and all that crack. Loose powder, I'm using the PS Pro. This is just from Primark. I think it's like a couple of quid. It's just a loose translucent powder. Now just tip it into the lid. Oh. I don't want to do the baking thing, but this is probably what it is because I've seen people put it like under their eyes. I just think when you put it on with the beauty blender, it like stays on the skin better because you're not just dusting it over. It's like pressing it into the skin. So I first go in under my eyes and put a little light layer on there to keep on the concealer. Kind of go in on my T-zone, my nose, just the places where the makeup would usually kind of come off first, really, for me, or anywhere that I've concealed, because it means that I'm just setting, well, I'm just setting my face, but I'm especially those areas because I want them to stay hidden. So next on to eyebrows. I use a pomade usually, or like a gel of some sort. I use the Revolution brow pomade in dark brown. The thing has come off the lid, but I've had this for ages. This lasts me quite a while, and I've still got quite a lot left as well. It does actually work a little bit better when it's warm. So sometimes I might heat it up with a hairdryer or just put it on the radiator for a couple of minutes or something like that, because the gel is just a lot easier to work with then. So first thing I do is just brush through my eyebrows. I'm just using, this is just a little spoolie brush from Primark. I'm using this Studio London, so this is from, I want to say Boots, I think. It's just a little eyebrow brush. Use the angled side of my eyebrow brush. What I usually do, because when I get it onto my brush, it usually goes on too thick, I get the lid and I kind of brush back and forth, and that does heat the product up as well, and it just makes it a bit softer and creamier, so it's easier to go on. So I just kind of brush it back and forth, and then I end up using that product for the rest of my eyebrows. So I just usually start off at the front and draw a little line. And I just draw a line under my eyebrows just to kind of mark out where I want to go. Sorry, I cannot talk when I'm doing my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna go under and tail it off. And then when I have my kind of line drawn, I literally just kind of fill in roughly with the rest of the product. So you can see I've got a little gap there, so I'll fill that in and just brush it through my brows. Don't do it the whole way over. I don't draw the top of my eyebrows on. I just think it looks too unnatural. So I go and draw the underneath. And I kind of just brush through with the product really roughly, just to get like strokes, brush strokes, so they look like hairs. Eyebrows probably take the longest. I hate doing them, but then I have to have them done, and I love when they are done. Like if I don't have anything else on but my eyebrows are done, I always feel like 100 times better. Right, so the front then of the brow, I just pick up another bit more product, and I start kind of a third of the way, and I just brush upwards. And so I don't go lower than the line that I created. And I just do brush strokes, and I use So as I go, I start on the, you know, here and work my way out, and as I'm going out, obviously there's less and less product that's on my brush, so I just keep going with that because I want them to kind of fade and look kind of natural. I hope I'm explaining this right. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I did actually used to want to be a makeup artist. I really wanted to work in MAC or Urban Decay or somewhere like that, but there was just so many talented people, and that's not a dig at myself or anything. It's literally like, you know, when there's like 100 people doing it so much better than you are, and I kind of lost the passion for it. But I do still love doing makeup. I bet I do a lot of things technically wrong, but this is just how I do them. So, and I just can kind of keep going back and forth till it looks less fake and more like filled in. This is the better eyebrow nearly always. My left always looks better than my right. I don't know why. There always has to be a better eyebrow. Mine is my left one. And that's pretty much actually didn't go as bad as I thought they would. I thought because I'm filming they're gonna turn out shit. But no, they're okay. I'm gonna use my So Sue Me Suzanne Jackson's complete contour palette for my, oh, this looks disgusting, but I'm just going to show you anyway. I'm going to use the shade 3 just to go all over my face and powder my face, and also I'll be like dusting off that powder I put on earlier. So I get just a big powder brush. Again, this is from Primark. Dip it in, swish it round, and I just kind of do that. I do sometimes use a smaller brush to go in around my eyes. Oh, I do like a matte face. I hate when you see like it's like chalk on. I used to wear my makeup like that when I was younger. Ugh. And then for contour, I'm going to go in with another colour from the So Sue palette, which is, as you can see, it's nearly gone, is the shade 6. Yeah, there's practically, I need a new one. If I could just get that colour, that would be good. I think you can actually. I need to check that out. And I'm just using like an angled contouring brush from Primark. And I'm just gonna go, I always start like in just like, what would you say, under your temple. And I'm going to use, again, my palette looks awful because I've had it so long, but it's the Gold Rush palette from PS or from Primark. This is incredible. Like, I love this so much. It's this one, and I'm going to use the Treasure, which is quite a red bronze. Like, it does look quite reddish on, but I just swirl that brush a little bit. Well, I don't swirl, I just dab it in and then tap it off. Shake. And I actually start at my temples here and work up into my hairline and up into my forehead. And this just warms my whole face up a little bit. I just go really lightly, literally just. And then under my chin. I always just use the excess to go down my neck a little bit. And then once I'm done that kind of bronzing, I go back in again with the So Sue Me shade just to contour a little bit deeper. I also run literally the tiniest bit down the side of my nose. I don't contour my nose. I don't see the need to. I haven't got a wide bridge or anything like that, but I do think it just adds a bit of warmth to my face. So that's the only reason I do it. I'm not actually doing it to make my nose look small or anything like that. Otherwise I'd probably use something a bit more precise. But yeah, I just go down the sides of the nose a little bit. You'll probably see my hair get progressively worse. It's just falling, lopsiding to one side. Then I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of blush. And again, I'm using this Gold Rush palette from Primark, and I'm using the Blaze, and I'm just using a Real Techniques. This is just a blush brush, isn't it? Yeah, just a Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just gonna go like that, and then literally the tiniest bit. I used to put so much blush on when I was younger because I used to be so pale and I never wore fake tan or anything, so I would wear like the palest makeup. I didn't know what contour was, and then just blush my cheeks up and just pop that on there. It's such a nice colour. Pop a little bit on my nose. So next up is I'm going to do my eyes. I'm going to keep it really simple with my eyes because this is just kind of an everyday look. So I'm going to be using the Naked Urban Decay Heat Palette for this. Again, pretty straightforward eye look. I'm also just going to be using the brush that comes with this because their eyeshadow brushes are really good. The first one I'm going in with Sauced. So I'm just going to go in with that all over the eyelid. I really like this for like everyday makeup, and I get that this might actually seem like quite a lot of makeup to some people, but this is literally what I would wear if I was just going to work. You could wear this for an interview, or if I was just going for drinks like I am tonight, and I can't, you know, I'm not going out, just going out, but I'm not going out. So I feel like this is the right look for that. As Kaylee Moo would say, what goes up must come down. So you go with the same shadow under the eye, that all over my lid roughly, and then I'm just going to use a cleaner big fluffy brush to just blend it out, and I do that underneath as well. So I haven't done anything too crazy in a while actually with my eye makeup. I haven't been wearing makeup as half as much as I used to be. I'm trying to get comfortable with my my spotty bare skin, because it's like, it's hard when you suffer from bad skin because you want to put makeup on to look better, but then you don't want to put makeup on to make your skin worse. But I find it doesn't even matter. Like, I'll not wear makeup for a week and then I'll still end up breaking out like on one of the days that I'm not wearing makeup, because a lot of people go, oh, it's because you wear too much makeup. No, it's not. I mean, you could just add mascara then and just like that, but I am going to what I like to do is like just like a darker shade along the lash line. So I'm going to go in with I'm going to go between En Fuego and Ashes. So I'm just going to use a little angled brush. This is not my eyebrow brush, this is just another eye brush that I'm using, and I just kind of go between the two. I'm mainly going to be using the darkest one, which is Ashes. I'm going to kind of push that along the lash line, and you can kind of do this quite messily. It probably doesn't make a big difference to most people, but I've seen like when I photos, and so I'm just going from the corner, almost like I'm going to do a winged eyeliner, I guess, but with this. And I also go a little bit underneath. I hope you guys like these kind of videos. I like watching these, so, but again, I think I put my makeup on in a really strange sequence, so I don't know if people are going to be like, what the hell is she doing? Could go along if you wanted something a bit more dramatic with the liquid eyeliner too, but, and again, I mean, you could go in with a darker shade into the crease if you wanted to darken things up, but literally this is literally as far as I'm going to do it, because this is how I wear it. I picked up literally the cheapest one I can find, which I have used before. It's a supersized fat lash mascara by Collection, $2.99 or something like that. I haven't even used this one yet, but I think I have used it before. I like a natural like brush. I hate the plastic ones. They just feel ick on my eyes and my eyelashes. I don't like it. I start with my bottom, because if you do the top and then you're doing your bottom, sometimes you end up looking up and then the mascara gets all over your eye shadow and that, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to go in on the bottom lashes, and then sometimes I brush it down and then I go upwards. Yeah, there she is. Oh, isn't mascara the best thing ever? Look at that. Look at the difference. So good. Oh. We're okay. We're all good. We're all good. It's all gravy. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. This is my first one, so give a girl a break, because I realised that I might even be in the camera for half of these shots or something like that. I will try better next. I will try do better next time. And give myself maybe more time before I go out. I didn't want to do a get ready with me to then have to take all my makeup off, so I'm actually going out after this. Yeah, I'm going to the comedy club, The Stand in Newcastle tonight. I freaking love it on Wednesday. It's like £3 in, they do really good nachos. So me and some of my friends are going. Bay is not going because he's got man flu. So there you go, that's the I'm makeup done. I'm maquillage. The last things I do are my highlighter and my lips. So I'm going to go back with my Gold Rush palette from Primark, and I kind of just use the two highlighters. If I'm more tanned, I use Carrot, and if I'm paler, I use a Glow. So I'm gonna go with Carrot and just dust it there over the eyebrows, up on the cheekbones, the cupid's bow, down the nose, and on the chin a little bit. And then I might sometimes, I think a Glow, the lighter one, like really adds that little bit extra, so I just go over the tops of the cheekbones with that again. Like, is there such a thing as being too highlighted? Because I don't feel like there is. I'm gonna use the pencil that I got with my like PS Nudes like lip kit, but I'm not gonna use that. It's always the sides here that I need to overline on, because otherwise they just disappear. And then I'm going in with the matte lip cream from NYX. I love these, they smell incredible. And they just feel so nice. Like, they're matte, but I would say they're more like a satiny finish actually. And this one is Cannes. Oh my god, it smells so good, like incredible. And then we're done. So I did actually kind of do my hair a while ago. I just tied it up in a high ponytail, and I used a curling one just to curl the ponytail. So this is the finished look, guys. This is just my going out for drinks but not going out or casual day look. This is my outfit. So this is the outfit I'm wearing tonight. It's just a white jumper with some necklaces, little belt, and these kind of wide-legged pants. So guys, that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Leave a comment if you like to, and let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Love you. Bye. Bye.